This is how critical point dryer works. First, the sample must be pre-treated and brought to the lab in an alcohol bath. Then the sample is re-immersed in 100% alcohol in the CPD unit. This alcohol is then replaced with the liquid carbon dioxide, which is compressed to above the critical pressure and then heated to above the critical temperature. This brings the carbon dioxide into the supercritical fluid region. The supercritical carbon dioxide is then decompressed and brought to the ambient pressure without ever crossing a phase boundary. Once the critical point has been passed and the equilibrium is reached, the carbon dioxide is now in a dense vapor state and is exhausted slowly from the process chamber. The chamber temperature is automatically maintained above the critical temperature, and the pressure drops slowly. At approximately 360 to 400 psi, press the vent button. This will advance the process into the vent mode.
To prepare the sample, take one of these brass clips and screw it into one of these two holes here, just a little bit, so that I can still move the brass clip up and down. Once the screw is slightly in, I can lift the brass clip, place it on my sample, and then further tighten the screw down until the sample is firmly secured to the holder. Inside of the introductory chamber is a fork, and the grooves of the fork have to mate with the grooves on the sample holder. One way to ensure that the sample is correctly mounted is to try to slide the sample in and out. Once the sample is correctly mounted in the fork, place the cap back onto the introductory chamber and come back to SmartSoft here. Again, right-click on this intro box and say pump intro. So I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. Zoom out. You'll notice that the areas that we had zoomed in on are now darkened or blackened a little bit. So this smaller the smaller region here is likely the 10 micron field of view, and then this larger region here is likely the 20 micron field of view.
So this is how you do it. Make sure that this is parallel to the ground. So you bring it down here and then push it in and then pull it out. But it's not the end of it. So you go here with this, push it in like that a little bit. Make sure that the sample is all the way back on this fork. Inside here we have an ultra high vacuum. Those of you that understand what it means, I'll give you a number here. It means simply 4 times 10 to the minus 10 torr pressure right here. So it's a very low abundance of gas there is inside that vacuum chamber.